Hello everyone, welcome to PheonixDragonsWorld. This is SpiderCap here, and we've got a couple of awesome things planned that I'm super excited for, especially in the coming up episodes. And we're going to get prepared for that starting today. So here we go. First I'd like to get you guys updated on some stuff we did off camera. I upgraded my armor to black diamond, which just it gives you fire resistance when you wear the full armor, which makes you immune to lava. Pretty awesome. And then I put a lining of phantom membrane on it, which gives me an extra increase of speed. So that's about all it does. Of course, it gives it a little bit more durability, but that doesn't really matter because I have a ring of repair, which repairs anything that's in my inventory. And as you can see, we've got a bunch of Oratech stuff, and you can probably tell what we're going to be getting into in these coming episodes. So we're going to be doing a lot of Oratech stuff. I've made a bunch of eclipse alloy, and I actually made the template for eclipse alloy so that once we get some way to charge ourselves up, we're going to be able to power all those tools. Over here, got a couple of new machines. We've got a pulverizer, which is for mainly breaking down coal, but the enderic compound, you can pulverize ender pearls for that. Very effective. And I've got a pipe that takes coal dust, puts it in the centrifuge, and that turns it into carbon fiber strands, which are super useful for some add-ons. Of course, the fluid add-on, this guy right here, which allows us to add water or other fluids into the centrifuge, and that allowed us to make plastic sheets. And plastic sheets are super useful. One for the fragment forge, which I wanted to make before I figured out some of the cool stuff that we're going to be getting ready for. And yeah, there's just going to be a bunch of stuff that plastic sheets are used for. First thing we're going to probably make is this target designator. Okay, I'm ready to go for that target designator. Boom. That's going to be important for a couple of things we're going to do. Next thing we're going to make are maybe one, maybe two enderic lasers. Boom. And I'm going to use my sawmill upgrade and get a basic machine core on it. And I realized that I can use the sawmill upgrade in my backpack to make drawers, which is much easier than the way I've been doing it for a while now. And so I'm going to get over here. Oh, maybe I should make a... Let me see where this one goes. Render area. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Guys, we're gonna need to go back to the base really quick and increase the storage on our non-processing items. Yeah, we're not really full there. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So, I moved the storage drawer controller, and that caused all this craziness to happen on the floor here. So I'm going to quickly yoink this pickaxe, go back, yeah, see, that's where it's linked to. Now we're going to link that right there, and crisis averted. All in a way. So I think I'm going to need to make another energy transmitter and maybe an item hopper item. Well, not time. Item. Okay, I'll be right back once I got these things. Alright, I am back with a couple of things that we're going to need. I also made a storage drawer with a gold upgrade, because hopefully this is just gonna keep doing its thing. So, target designator. We might need a lot more Enderic lasers. But for now, I'm just going to place this guy right here. Yeah, that'll be okay for right now. That'll power 3 Enderic lasers. So, position stored. Sweet. Okay. Oh, it stores the fluxite inside. Okay. Well, that's kind of using a lot of energy. Yeah, we need some of this energy to be able to power those guys. And this guy's just losing all that energy. So I think we're gonna need to maybe upgrade our energy production, which is kind of something I wanted to do anyway. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, lava generator. I need nickel, copper, and a furnace. We're gonna make an extra lava generator. So I'm gonna make... How many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more Enderic lasers. So I'm gonna make a few of those. Huh, look at that, it follows the position of the Enderic lasers. Okay, so I'm gonna go like that. Huh? Oh, it broke the machine core because it was too close. Okay, gotcha. So now I'm going to put this right here. And then these last 3, I might as well save them. And now I need to get some item pipes. Oh, this is doing okay. Sort of. Yeah. Yeah. So 1 lava generator is enough to power 1. Yeah, I might have to upgrade this thing. Yeah, that'll probably have to be later. So I'll keep this Enderic laser, that primitive core right there. And then I'm gonna need some more stuff. So that way I can actually do something else that I wanted to do, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've got all the materials I need to make the next thing that I want to make. And we're going to keep it away from the farm because we're going to make it out of spruce. And we're going to do it right here. Yeah, let's do it right here. So I'm going to place down these cobblestone blocks, just so that I know what I'm doing. And then, of course, we're going to make a tree farm from Oratech. Sort of, in a way. Plus some JustDireThings. Alright, need that for the lava generator. We're going to need the block placer, drawer controller, item pipes, Okay, so this is going to output into the drawer controller. The drawer controller is going to be linked to these 3 drawers. Maybe I don't have to actually place it right here. I can place this thing right here. Place this here. Place that there. Boom. That way, as you come down this path here that probably Phoenix Dragon made, you're going to come straight down to the tree farm. I'm going to have another pipe go from underneath. And it's going to go to the block placer. Oh, I don't need that pipe right there. My Paxel is way too fast. So I don't actually need that right there. That's going to need to... That probably won't work. That also is not what I want. Yes. Boom. And then, well, framed pipe might not be a bad idea, but I will work on that later. So then this is where the block placer is going to go. Render area. So we need that Y level to be down. X, Z, excellent. Yeah, and then we need half a Z value. There we go. So now we've got 2 by 2, and that is going to place spruce saplings. Allow list. Okay. So now that's all linked up, ready to go. That's got the spruce saplings. It has no energy in it yet, so I'll get rid of these cobblestones. And then I'm going to need to make some power. So, boom. That's going to make some power once I get this onto it. A nice thunderstorm for you guys. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. So now we got the tree cutter getting charged up. And then we're going to take the energy cable. Oh, don't actually do that. It should be charging this. And we'll see if it doesn't. Okay, so the block placer is not what I need. I need a clicker. I'll be back once I've made the right tool. Okay, I'm back, guys. So now I finally have the correct tool. So now it's got spruce saplings. I'm going to make that the allow list. It's going to right-click on the target blocks. So I need that and that. I'm going to offset this by 1 and offset that by 1. Okay, I don't quite understand how that works, but it did. So now I'm going to use this ring of the farmer that I've got, which increases the tick growth speed. It's basically like bone meal. And that's going to cut it down. And that's going to put all of its stuff into the drawer. And then that's going to take... Oh, it only got one sapling. Oh, that's not good. That needs a filter. Okay guys, so I'm running back with a configuration tool. And this is going to allow us to lock certain drawers. So I'm going to... Locking. Boom. Lock, lock, lock. Alright. Okay, I need to get underneath this and just right click that guy with my pipe wrench. There. Boom. That should work. So cool. Okay. I am going to need to make some storage upgrades, especially for this one. Definitely want to have a lot more than 2,000 logs in here. But, and then probably some void upgrades too, just in case. So yeah, that's going to be amazingly awesome. Cool. We have a tree farm. Awesome. I think the next thing that we're going to do, while we're on the topic of farms, is we're going to upgrade our farm. And how we're going to do that is we've got all this eclipse alloy and stuff. I'm going to make an eclipse alloy hoe. And it's better to just make it straight out of the alloy instead of trying to upgrade it. So... hammer, drops, teleporter, I don't need either of those. So I'm going to get this thing charged up. And apparently there's different types of soil. And I guess, of course, they're going to have different levels of awesomeness. And I think off camera I'm probably going to make, finally, these obsidian generator upgrades and put them in this storage drawer so I don't have to power this machine anymore. It'll just make obsidian, and I'll upgrade that with a couple of storage upgrades. I think this could support another lava generator, so I'll add on to that while I'm off camera. So let's try out this eclipse alloy hoe. So, kind of interesting. But really quickly, I'm going to do this. Okay, so now I've just got to trample all of this dirt and put it all back. Okay, so I've completely changed out the dirt. Whoa, it's blue. It's gonna be kind of interesting. We'll see. I kind of hope it gives an increased yield, because I don't need to worry about speed because of the ring of the farmer. It basically acts as bone meal. Oh, it'll actually be like dark. It'll be dark blue on the top. I don't know. Oh, you know what's funny is that I got rid of every single seed that I had. Gotta go back. base and hope that I have not gotten rid of every seed. While the flax fibers aren't as useful as industrial hemp, no way. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of flabbergasted right now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna redraw this. Hold on. I gotta see if it works with mounts. I don't know if it has the ability to grow on the shadow post, so I don't want to destroy it, so. It does. Oh! Oh, does it matter? I'm gonna have to think really hard about this. So basically, this is exactly like our ore processing setup. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me get out of here. So, in the mine, we've got the ore growths, and I showed you guys last episode that we've got this ore growth stuff here, and this block breaker breaks the ore crystals, and the ore crystals just auto-regenerate. So the eclipse, the shadow pulse soil allows us to create this, but for a crop farm. Is the crop farm for aesthetics at this point? And do we just make a underground thing with the eclipse alloy hoe? Or do we make another thing in the mine and just have that be aesthetic? Or do we kind of mess up the aesthetics of that farm over there and go for make the whole thing pretty much blue and put up a bunch of item hoppers and then just I don't know. But for now, since I made it the way that it is right now, I'm going to craft up some storage drawers, get that item transmitter I already made, put it on there, get some stuff, and I'll see you in a minute. Boom, we're back. So now, if we go over here to our Shadow Pulse farm, man, this is so crazy. I thought it was just gonna give us some more yield or make the crops grow faster, but I am just absolutely blown away. So I need to make an item collector, and it actually produces seeds, right? I think it does, so I think I need a secondary drawer, which is not fun, but that's okay. I'll put the void upgrade in that one. Right? Okay. So, let's see if we can just put these right here. And then put an opaque pipe right here. Item collector right there. Hello? Hello? I might just need to do an upgraded chest. Yeah. I'm just gonna do an upgraded chest, but for now, I'll upgrade it later. Right now, I should just be able to do a chest. Boom, plunk it down. Right. Bring that down one level. Yeah. And then just make that huge. Make that huge. Yeah, that's gonna have to be okay. I'll remove these and replace it with dirt later. Okay. Oh, let me render the area so I can see. If it doesn't produce seeds, I'll use the storage drawer. Okay, we're using the storage drawer. I haven't seen any seeds pop up yet. Oh, okay, they're actually growing. Let's see what happens when they grow all the way. Okay, pretty much harvest them before they can fully grow. Okay, so now we have a hemp farm, I guess. Cool. I'll just let that guy work for a little while and yeah, I'll just let that guy work for a while. That is absolutely bananas. It's so bananas I ran into a tree because of it. Before I want to end today's episode, I would like to upgrade our upstairs kitchen. Well, actually, we don't even have a kitchen at all. But, see, there's no kitchen in this place. So, we need to give ourselves a kitchen. First, I'm going to get rid of these and put them somewhere else. Down they go. So what I'd like to do is give us a for real kitchen. And I was thinking of putting it right in the corner here. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of crafting to do. But I think we're going to have to first, well, I'll lock myself down here. That's okay. So I believe on the mini-map, yes, over here, I'm going to go over in that direction. So let me get my firework rockets. We need to head east. Boom. Terracotta. So I saw a little bit of a mine entrance over here. And if we could extract the terracotta from the ground, I would really like to do that, rather than just mess up the whole landscape to get terracotta. And it looks like I'm going to get to do that. What would make this super easy is if I had an eclipse alloy pickaxe with ore miner on it, or vein miner. Because of course Direwolf, it's insta-mine, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, that should be more than enough terracotta. And if I need more, we can always come back. And we're back. So now we've got plenty of terracotta able for us to make all this cool stuff. Cooking for blockheads. Okay, we need to smelt a book. No big deal. I got an extra book right here. So now we've got the cooking for blockheads book being made. We need 2 crafting tables and 2 diamonds. And there's our cooking for blockheads book. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. And then we're gonna need some stone. Lots of stone. And I was thinking about using brown. Yes. I put up some cocoa beans in between the last episode too. You guys got to see that. And I put them up here. So I wanted to make the kitchen brown colored, and let me know what you guys think about the brown color. But I think it looks decent. So we're also going to need a sink. I don't know why my caps lock is on. Sink, 3 iron, water bucket, terracotta. And then we just place that right there. And then we have an infinite water source for our crafting recipes. And we don't have enough ingredients yet. I can't wait to show you guys some of the cool stuff we'll get to make with this. So we've got the cooking table. We've got a sink. We need a refrigerator, of course. So I'm gonna need 2 chests and then 2 iron doors. Yeah. Oh. Makes 3 iron doors per 6. Super effective crafting recipe. Boom. 2 fridges. Boom. Boom. I didn't want to paint it brown. What am I doing? These electronic appliances I wanted to keep white. So now we've got our fridge probably right here. And we'll have to connect that with a corner. So I think, oh, let me turn it brown so that everything's at least the same color. And then got the fridge. We're gonna need some counters. We're gonna need an oven, 5 iron ingots, black stained glass, not too bad, and of course a furnace. I'm trying to use proper grammar. Ah, we need the constructor to do that. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, so I got done with all that tedious crafting and stuff. And I'm gonna go back upstairs, place these guys down, right here and right here. We're gonna probably need some coal, most likely. Whoop. Ensure the block is receiving. It can be connected using a wrench. Cool, that's actually pretty awesome. I like that. That's cool. I wonder how far the distance is, because I don't like the noise of the machine. Okay. So I just need... some planks. Kitchen, probably. Bathroom, electronics, outdoors, general. That kind of reminds me of The Sims. Seriously? There you go. Cutting board. That does not use fuel very fast at all, which is cool. Okay, I'm gonna put this down right on top of that. Let me borrow this knife. And I'm going to take this dried kelp. Boing. Okay, I have to specifically have a crayfish knife. What is this? Okay, it's not too bad. Kinda cool. Kinda cool. I'm gonna put those away. Put that away because it's a niche, very niche tool. So yeah, this workbench is actually going to be used for some other stuff, which I'll get to later. Maybe not in this episode, but black dye. I can't even remember what I needed it for. Ah yes, the oven. So I need black glass. Okay, so we got the black stained glass, got the furnace, and we have an oven. Which we're going to keep white and put right there, because it makes sense to have the oven counter space. And then boom. Okay, not enough items yet. We gotta get some upgrades first. And there's our cabinetry, which should give us access to that stuff. I'm gonna need wheat. Wheat. Yes, there's cookies. Bread. Oh, a cookie bag? Cookie dough. Why can't I create a cookie bag? Not missing any wheat. There we go. I have 9 cookies. I'm getting ripped off. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a cow in a jar. Oh, I do need more counter space in order to get toaster, cutting board, fruit basket, and all that extra stuff. So I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3. through 3. That should give us plenty of ability. So I need to make a milk jar, milk bucket, 7 glass. Now I will need an anvil. To drop enough weight on this cow to push it into that jar. It's kind of weird having that there. Don't worry about that. And now we have a cow in a jar. Oh, and a couple of extra pieces of dirt, too. So that cow in a jar is going to go back here to give us milk for any recipes that need some milk. Okay. I'm going to need an ice unit. Preservation chamber. Prevents the last item of a slot being used up. But first, I'll work on a toaster, I guess. Not what I meant to do. Hey, we can hold an anvil in there. That's pretty nice. Oh, now we can make a pie crust? This is interesting to me. But okay. We're getting somewhere. Alright, so I've made a cutting board. Now I need to make a toaster. Toaster. Sweet. Where should the toaster go? Definitely right next to the refrigerator. I wonder if there's Farmer's Delight in cooking for blockheads, like compatibility. Oh, that would be possible. Sugar. I just need some sugar. Sugar. Chocolate pie. Sugar cookie. I just made a chocolate pie. Ah, look at that. Can I put the chocolate pie down here? No, I have to eat this one. We just made... Hold on. Hold on, we gotta make another one of those. We could probably make a little island out here. Nice. Okay, I'll save that chocolate pie for later. Alright guys, so I made all of the 4 different pieces of the Farmer's Delight things. Oh, ouch. That hurts. Oh, I see. Okay. That connects it together. So that's gonna go right there. This is gonna go on top. This basket will catch any items that jump off of it. And this, you know what I'm gonna do? Instead of using the spice rack to hold my tools, I'm going to get a tool rack. That should have worked. Okay. That's pretty silly. There we go. Okay, so I got a couple of things I'm going to do off camera. Thank you guys for joining me in today's episode, where we kind of just improved on farms and just some little things. And next episode we're going to do a couple more little things, and then we're going to start working on some big improvements. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you off the web.